Welcome back to Community Conversations. I'm your host, Steve Mantis, and my guest today is Margaret Kenequanash, Chair of WatayPower. Welcome back, Margaret.
Thank you.
So you were just talking about a number of things, but you've got 22 First Nations that are all coming together, which sounds incredible to get that many communities all agreeing on anything.
That's right.
So what is some of your secret of your success to be able to get everybody on board?
I think one of the ways is, first of all, why are we doing this? And I think getting that mandate from our leadership and the support that's required by the communities is key to success of this project. I think the other thing is the communities coming together to work together on a huge initiative, and then partnering with industry. We have a transmission partner, Res Fortis, that works with us on this, and we had to go through like a process of how we do that, and also engaging Ontario and federal governments in terms of how they can be part of this major initiative. And the driving force are the First Nations, and we focus on the mandate and the needs of the people, and we move the project forward that way. So going back, reporting on the status of the project, ensuring that the capacity building, the community readiness, the local distribution, all those various elements that we need to work on has input and feedback from our communities is crucial to the success of this project. Because without their support, we are not going to have a project.
So what do you see as some of the benefits? So we're talking about bringing in the infrastructure for electricity, replacing the diesel generators.
Right.
Would it be replacing them, or is this additional too?
The business case that we've done initially is to look at how are we going to replace the diesel generators to bring in a transmission grid. Yes, the cost is $1.35 billion. However, if you take a look at the status quo of diesel generator costs currently invested by both levels of government and the ratepayers, if you take a long-term look at this project and the cost of it, there will be a savings of $1 billion over a number of years. So that's where it's at from a financial perspective.
So you can both save money and reduce the pollution from the diesel generators.
Right. You're also bringing opening up opportunities for our communities to expand their business and economic opportunities, and also address some of the conditions that are in the community and improve the living conditions of our people. So I think if you take a look at this project, I mean, a lot of people are concerned about the cost, but I always tell people it's a reinvestment of what you're currently investing into dirty diesel and bringing in clean energy and reliable power to our communities, and also providing opportunities and building that capacity at the community level by having that ownership concept, and how are we going to move forward in those various initiatives that our people want to do.
So oftentimes in big infrastructure, they talk about the benefit is the jobs.
Right.
Which, what I heard you say earlier, you're trying to ensure that folks from your communities are involved in that. But then there's this additional benefit, which is the possibility for more economic development as well as security in the communities.
Yes. And I think not only that, the improvement of the health and safety and daily living conditions of our people. I mean, housing is a major issue in our communities. Currently, we have a backlog of need for homes in the community. Without proper power in the community, we cannot build new homes, and we cannot connect new homes. So that's a direct impact on a daily living of an individual or a young family that needs a home. So that's one of the examples. And also, if there's, depending on the number of outages, in terms of expanding on infrastructure such as sewer and water, those at times can be compromised depending on what kind of power outages we have, how long the power outages will impact the current infrastructure that's in place. So we need to start addressing those issues. We already have water quality issues, as you may be well aware, with the various reports that have been provided out there. And
The boil water advisories in so many communities.
So, I mean, there's a number of factors related to that. And I mean, we're taking a look at this from a big picture and also from a cost perspective.
And so it sounds like a mammoth project. And here you are, you're chairing this big project. What gets you going in the mornings, and how do you keep your energy up to keep this project moving?
I look at the communities I work for. I look at the needs that they've come to me to try and work with them on to improve the living situation of those individuals in the communities who desperately need this. And particularly when you take a look at the families, the children, the elders, that's my driving force. And I also believe that our people must take on their destiny, and that is to become a nation of who we say we are, a sovereign nation. And part of that is to take ownership in the major infrastructure and development that happens in our homeland and create that opportunity and benefits for our people.
It just sounds like such an exciting project. What's your time frame? When do you expect the project to be complete? If there is a completion, I'm not sure.
Well, there is a timeline in the schedule that we're working on, and the phase 1 we hope to start building 2018, with phase 2 with a completion date of 2023. So, I mean, this is not like this is going to happen tomorrow. There's a lot of critical paths that we still have to work towards in enabling this project to become a reality, such as some of the regulatory and legal requirements. And there's processes that Ontario Energy Board has, which is very complex. A lot of people, even the mainstream society, I find, don't understand their own energy process. So as we learn about this, we educate our people about it. We also educate the government's industry about the needs of our people. So it's a reciprocal approach, and trying to build that foundation of how are we going to move this forward to become reality. And it's a challenge, but at the same time, it's very exciting. There's a lot of opportunities that come with it. It's a great opportunity for everyone, not only for our people.
We're just about out of time, Margaret.
Yes.
If people want to find out more information, how can they do that, or how can they get in touch?
Well, we have our Wataynikaneyap website. It's www.WatayPower.ca.
We'll put that on the screen.
Yes, and also we have a number of contacts on the website, such as myself. My number is 807-737-2662, extension 2233. And we also have our communications officer, John Cutfeet. His number is 807-737-0935.
Margaret, thank you so much for coming on the show. It sounds like a really exciting project, and I'd like to have you back once the construction starts and give us an update.
Definitely, I will do that. Thank you for inviting us, and we hope that people will get excited about this project as well.
Great.
Right.
Thank you very much for tuning in. Check us out on Facebook. We're Community Conversations. We're always looking for your feedback and suggestions. Stay safe until we see you next time.